from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit her, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the Rams hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball.
Touchdown! Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might have to go to him just a little bit more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford now to throw. He'll check it, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly trying to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over. Well, they've got man covered.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
going to give this to Mixon. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 11. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're praying for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And some space here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown, Bengals. Robert Tonyan, 35 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
Bengals 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
80 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They give up the middle to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to Mixon on first down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On gain of 6. Complete to Van Jefferson. First and goal.
Akers is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin with a run by Mixon. They find some open field here. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Allen! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. To Jefferson on the slant. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, we really saw quarterback at the top of this game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for the Rams, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.